Man, this is fucking fuck, man. Hey. Yo, what's up, man? Yeah, internet went out and my stream reset it, and it kind of fucking sucks balls, if I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay, well, whatever. What's up? Everybody can hear me okie dokie now, hopefully, right? Yeah, that's great. I kind of ruined my clip farm, didn't it now? Didn't it now? New one. New one. Uh...
Do you remember in 2018?
Okay, cool. Never expect to see real its CBD face. Yeah, well, here I am. Hopefully I'll have still my chat working. It's not. Bed chat. Move. Oh, there we go. 1 second. Okay, cool. Cool. Damn, the whole stream just died. Because the internet crashed. Man, I had a good flow going and everything. That sucks. Well, anybody still watching? That'd be cool, I guess. Let's watch a couple more things. This coffee shop uses AI to track the productivity of baristas and how much time customers are spending in the shop. The NeuroSpot barista staff control customer monitoring video analytics models. Okay, I mean, who would have thought any other way, any differently, right? What else they got here? Kids today will never know how big of a deal it was to go to the computer room. Facts, bro. Shit, back to Arc Raiders, I guess. Back to Arc Raiders, I guess, bro. Back to Arc Raiders, I guess, bruh. I shot my shot. Remember building a virus into computers, which led to canceling a whole stream? Well, actually, you see what happened for me was that a person living in this building actually turned on the oven. Not thinking about the consequences that might have on our wires through which electricity runs through. End up destroying my life. Not my life, I guess, but let's collect these resources. That going. You guys ever play World of Warcraft? Bruh. Oh yeah, I want to expand, but I don't have anything to expand. I guess I gotta sell some shit. Man, I have a lot of processors. Come on, guys, we need to build up the W's again in the chat to get it going again. So right now we're hanging on life support, bro. If you average under 10 viewers, you're gonna die, bro. Literally, bro, I'm gonna die. You know, if I back in the day I streamed on the main channel, I averaged 150 viewers, bro. That was off the hook, bro. But shit, what you gonna do, right? Not every stream can be crazy. Okay, let's see. Oh man, we have a lot of just random resources. Just a bunch of random resources, bro. A lot less resources, truly. Stella Montana? That's a hard place to play though, bro. W, thank you for the W, bro. Thank you for the W. We need all the W's we can get. Let's do this one. And I guess I'll... There's so many processors, but I don't think I should just be selling them. What do you get for that? Okay, we can sell these. I have so many arc alloys. I'm just gonna sell one of them so I get some room here. WWW, guys. W's in the chatsies. We need unlimited W's in the chats. So we may, you know, have a W time. Because we really need to be having a W time here. Put the Stitcher in. This can be sent to stash. This could be sold. And this could be sent to stash. But do I have any other... I have 6 bullets here. Sure, we'll take that. And we'll sell this too. Why not? I don't know, man. Okay, cool. Ready up. Let's go. Spam the W's. Bro, we coming back. Hopefully. I don't know. Turn this down. Epic gameplay. What game is this? It's freaking Arc Raiders, bro. Everybody plays Arc Raiders these days. Everybody plays Arc Raiders, bro. Me, you, your mama. All I'm saying. Got a potato PC, then you should be playing old school RuneScape, bro. Old school RuneScape for the win, my man. Minecraft is a tough game to run, bro. Especially if you know, if you don't have a good processor and stuff. It's a cool game, bro. Damn, I got it. That was kind of tough, not gonna lie. It took a lot of shots. Now, we should be talking loot value high over here, which would be cool. It's that goofy ass headset, bro. You should be hating on the headset. I thought it was cool when I bought it. It's a freaking PlayStation Link, bro. PlayStation Pulse Elite or whatnot. People heavily mess with it, bro. I guess just not you, man. But it doesn't look that cool. If I look at the side, it doesn't look that cool, bro. Why you hating, man? Bro, is there really nothing to do in this game? It does have that sci-fi vibe, bro. But there's nothing to do here. Because there's no people to shoot. But you do have sometimes. You know, extraction shooters are on the come up. People love that type of stuff. Shape of the band up top looks ridiculous. Oh, man. It's the future, man. It's all about sci-fi. Well, you know, I can't say it looks super cool. But until you brought it out, I was not self-conscious about my headset, you know? Well, someone's extracting. This could be something we could do here.
Stand by.
I'm lagging like a motherfucker. What the hell? Man, I couldn't see him for the bush and I was lagging, bro. That's some bullshit, man. That is some bullshit, bruh. It really is, man. I got nothing left. Okay, new strategy, guys. RIP. RIP, bro. Yo. Gunnar 4101. I think I know who that is. I have an idea. My stream wasn't freaking destroyed in the middle, bro. Okay, 1 millisecond. Okay, I checked one thing. Okay, let's farm some content at least. Even though my stream was destroyed, let's farm some content. Let's make more tier lists. I feel like that could be a great video for a re-upload afterwards. I would never expect you to look like that, of course, bro. Nobody ever expects their YouTuber to look like that. How the world works, bro. Basic science. No YouTuber ever looks like that, bro. Remember this guy, bro? You not remember the tragic story of Dream? Well, I guess it wasn't tragic. He's a multi-millionaire, but shit, still pretty tragic to me, I would say. He got clowned, bro. He got clowned for life, bro. Messed up. Fucking messed up, man. That's sexy. I don't know if that was like, I don't know what you were trying to, you know, we're trying to make me think with that, but okay. Just had a great idea for what I wanted to tier list. Tier lists are the future, guys. Everybody loves tier lists. Give me some ideas for tier lists, guys. Fast. Okay, we can do. Oh. Wait, I just had a great idea. How did I forget it, bro? How did I forget it? Oh, okay. Ways to make money online. Hey, your max rank on CS was 19k. 19.8k, bruh. 19.8. I almost got to 20 Gs, but... Okay, online business models. Ways to make money in crypto. You don't make money in crypto. You lose money on crypto. And then sometimes on paper you've made money, but at the end of the day you always lose money. In what country were you studying? I studied in Estonia my whole life, but yeah. Okay, let's start from the start. CBD. Okay, let's do Real-Bro, rebrand time. Rebro ranks the best ways to make money online. CBD Bro ranks the best ways to make okay, here we go. Real-Bro. Here we go. We messed up again. Let's do it one more time. Real-Bro ranks the best ways to make money online in 2026. Okay, that sounds about right. Hello, I take a Blinkar for you. Thanks, Happy Bacon. Really needed that. Okay, let's move my amazing face over here. And let's start from now. This is for all my people who enjoy smoking the Zaza and want a chill lifestyle. Now, what I'm teaching you is beyond great game. This is baller. This is high level ball knowledge right here. Okay, let's start off. Affiliate marketing. Here is the problem with that. Affiliate marketing only works. Now, if you guys don't know what affiliate marketing is, let me explain it to you. You know, I might suggest affiliate marketing basically means that you have a deal with a company that you are going to sell their air fresheners. Now, they front you 10 air fresheners and you get $20 per sale. You get purely based on if you sell them. So if you sell all 10, you make $200 because you make $20 per sale. But if you don't sell any, you make nothing. And the upside is you can start without any. You don't need to build like a product. You need to build. Usually, even all the links are made for you. All you have to do is get traffic. To get traffic, you can either use Facebook ads, Google ads, X ads, whatever. But most likely, you're a broke dude who just wants to escape the matrix, so you're not gonna have money for that. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna try to make YouTube channels or Instagram accounts or whatnot. And it's probably not going to work because affiliate marketing depends on you starting something like a blog, like an actual blog. So blogs are really old school. I've never done them, but I know from some people that it is a great way to make some passive income. Now, are you guys all following with me? Okay, let's get this finance channel up with a boost as I go refill my bro cloud and get extremely faded to teach you guys about the best ways to make money. To teach you guys about the best ways to make money online in 2026 to enjoy a chill high life. But first, I have to re-up, so wait for that. Please, everybody in chat say he's coming back in 3 minutes. Everybody needs to say that. Everybody needs to say that. Everybody needs to make that very clear because we just brought back the stream. We have 14 viewers right now. which from my glory days of streaming on my main channel where I had 100, I averaged 150 guys for that one stream. It was insane. Truly insane, I can't even lie. But I would rather have it, separated and stuff here because it algorithm and stuff. Anyway, what the fuck am I talking about? I'm gonna get some Zaza for the bro clouds, and we're gonna keep going. Yes, guys, stay in the comments that I'm coming back because I just need to refill because I feel like this explanation will be, oh man, but my brain might not work exactly how I want it to. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out, bro. I'll be back in a millisecond, guys. Not really a millisecond, but like really soon. I'll be back before you know it, bro. Back before you know it. Have we retrained? Oh, we have not. We lost our viewers. Fuck. Anyway, it doesn't matter, bro. Okay, hello everybody. I'm back. I'm back. So what I was explaining. Oh, this is not. I don't need that. If you guys don't know what's going on, we are rating the best ways to make money online, and we came to the blog. But affiliate marketing, once you get it going, it's really good, but this isn't a good beginner. You're not going to really do great. You can't start affiliate marketing from nowhere. You need to do the broke person things before, so we'll put, as of now, kind of saturated. Okay, ClickFunnels, bro. I used to try ClickFunnels, basically. It's not a scam, but not risky. That's the wrong way to put it. Let's put unreliable. Whoop. Is it Zado? Of course it's Zabra. What you guys talking about over here? Okay. ClickFunnels doesn't work. Crypto, you know what? Make money from crypto? That's basically a scam. If someone's saying that you're gonna trade and make money, I've tried it all, man. Like, you're gonna break even, you'll be happy. You don't make money from crypto, it's more of an investment. Like, if you have a good project you believe in, these days that sounds more like a meme at this point with how everything is. But guys, put some W's in the chats for the Zaza. For the triple tap Zaza, bro. Oh shit, it isn't on. Yeah, I only had like Keef. I really meant with. Crypto is kind of gambling at this point. Day trading, tried that too. I tried that too, everybody. Not a lot of things I have not tried. Day trading basically is. It's basically a scam because, like, to really, the person watching the video how to make money online is not going to have any money, right? You can make money day trading, but in the idea that you're gonna make it out the hood, day trading is stupid because to make money, you have to be not afraid to lose money. And if you have no money to begin with, your day trading gut instinct will not work because you'll be too worried about losing everything. Day trading a lot of times can be losing 5 times in a row and then winning one, and then you win a lot. And if you don't have the experience or the money means too much to you, losing 3 times in a row might make you quit, and now you lost, and you lost out on the trade that actually hits, right? But even beyond that, it's really like very few traders actually. I think it's like 90% of traders lose money and 10% and like 10% make money, but like 90% of those they would have done better if they put it in the SP 500, right? So it's just an index fund. Yeah, man, I really wish I had it, but I didn't have a lot of time. I knew the stream was on. I just had Keef. I had to put the Keef in here, but it's not really meant for Keef. Okay, drop shipping. Not kind of saturated. Let's change these things. So, you know, saturated. OP. Cool. Reliable. Decent is good. Saturated. Do not count. Okay, I think this is a good one. Day trading takes years to become good at it. Yeah, day trading takes years to become good at it. But the thing is, if we're ranking ways to make money online, knowing that the people watching the video do not have money to lose, don't think you're gonna start day trading and make money. It doesn't work like that. To day trade, you need to already have money. eBay for businesses. I don't know how excited for businesses, but selling stuff on eBay can work great. Flipping stuff, you're not going to make a lot of money, but it's a great way to get into the space of making money online. So, call it decent. What's this? E-commerce? Just commerce? Selling stuff? It's not e-commerce, it's commerce, so just selling stuff. Haven't tried this. I'm fully online. You know, I'm an online dude, so... But it's probably decent because people don't want to, like, do stuff physically anymore. Facebook advertising. Facebook advertising. I think that is... That what you're advertising probably has to do with affiliation, bro. Zoom in a little bit. Affiliating and affiliation. So, is it gonna be that good? I think it's saturated. Amazon fulfillment, have not tried that. Okay, man, I really gotta get some nice, evenly grinded Zaza in here. But to be honest, Amazon fulfillment, it could be decent, okay, but we'll call it decent, okay. Forex trading, I think that's what it means, right? Forex trading, probably more reliable than day trading, like stocks and Bitcoin and stuff, because it can crash. Well, if it's stop loss, right, you're okay, but still kind of sketchy, not gonna lie. Garage sales. Shopify. So basically, this has so many things. I mean, this is at the same thing as drop shipping, basically. I mean, to start a Shopify store, you have to do something. If you go get some ZA, just know Happy Bacon 67 will be here. I appreciate it, man. I got some ZA already. Let me turn that back a bit. Niche with low amount. E-commerce is great if you have a niche with low amount of competitors. A dude I know sells pipes and like house pipes, and the company makes a little over $1 million a year. Yeah, that's the thing with well, with anything really, is it's finding a niche. Like, even that goes for everything, like starting a YouTube channel, starting a social media content platform, starting a business. You need to know your niche. You need to know your target audience, and need to know exactly. Need to look at it from a customer's point of view. So this guy said, he sells pipes, like house pipes, right? A person in the house pipe who's looking for a house pipe, all he's really looking for is to know that you're reliable and know that you're not like you have good prices and stuff. So would would I put Shopify in saturated? I would, but there's so many opportunities to kind of flippy flappy around it. So we'll put decent because it's a little bit less you know, how do I say? It's more loose. There's more flexibility to it. Freelance, very reliable. If you can make a thumbnail, if you can animate, if you can edit a YouTube video, if you can make a funny video. I'm serious, on my mom. Bro, I need help. Hey, can you please, bro? Bro, you're freaking me out here. What's going on? Chill, yeah, bro, chill, bro. What's going on with that, man? Okay, anyway, freelance, I would say, is a reliable way. If you're good at something, there will be people. There's so much need for people to do stuff these days because AI slop is taking over everything, man. They're trying to stop it. YouTube is removing thousands of videos a day of this AI shit. And I actually noticed it when I was making NBA videos, NBA channel YouTube videos, right? First video did 50k views, second one did like 50k, and all of a sudden it just killed the channel because I think YouTube realized that this has no soul. Like, it has a soul detector, right? CBD Bro is a niche of a video, but there's 500 different channels making NBA videos. Like, so that's how I saw it. It just kills it. It just kills it. I'd love to live off photography and have my own branch of media production company, currently majoring in media. Oh, that sounds cool, though. That sounds very cool, bro. Yeah, I would love to, at some point, make some cool, not films, but like skits and stuff. That's why I have this channel, like real life skits and shit, you know? So that's what I'm hoping to do. And I love the passion, bro. I do. I love it. I love the hustle, man. Okay, so we know garage sales. I mean, you can do it, but you're just gonna make. It's not really a side hustle. It's a temporary kind of solution to making a little bit of money. I have no. Is this Google Ads? I mean, I'll just put it there. What's this? Online guides. Is it guy? Online Guru. Okay, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. Online Guru is a really great way to make money online these days. If you're trying to make like oversaturate, there's 500 million people with dropshipping courses, right? There's 500 million people with crypto courses. But if you take what I taught you before about finding a niche and like attacking it, right? Online Guru for, I don't know, stupid shit like learn how to be a better man around the house, or learn how to edit these videos in this style, or like learn how to hold retention in YouTube. So think more over like how to make money online and more around the general niches of the world, you know? And online guru shit can make really good. Make money with compilation videos. They'll just get demonetized, but it is a pretty decent way to start with nothing. Guys, please tell me, what do you guys think? Do you guys know anything about making money online? Have you guys thought about it? What are your thoughts? Let's keep going. Influencer right there. It's really good. Okay, actually I'll put reliable, because an influencer kind of builds up a, he builds up a community kind of. So it's a lot more stable in the long term than doing something like e-commerce or starting a dropshipping store, because for the dropshipping store to work, you're always going to have new people buying your stuff. But as an influencer, you rely on your audience to sell them stuff, right? Your audience will be consistent as long as you can keep putting out new stuff and growing it, because your audience always is slowly getting smaller. But if you can overcome that with growth, then you'll always be kind of, stable. Esports, do not count on it. You probably won't be that good at video games. Lead generation, I mean, that's just a way to make money with a different lead generation from, it's like just getting a sale. That's what it means. I guess I'm stupid. I don't know. I actually drop shipping with Shopify before the tariffs, and it was so oversaturated. Only made like $100. Yeah, I tried drop shipping once too. I've tried it. It's kind of hard because usually when you find a product that you think would do good, and then you get kind of like frustrated that there's already free guys doing it. And the thing is, even I know people who are successful with drop shipping. Eventually, the drop shipping store starts dying, right? And you got to figure out a new product. So it's this constant cycle of like ups and downs of like, oh, I'm doing great. Oh, I need to find a new product. Oh, this is awesome. And yeah, that's why I put it where I put it. And live streaming, I would say, well, the thing is, because it's always the thing is, if you build the audience and you start, getting consistent at it, live streaming is really consistent because you have sponsors, right? You have the odd donation. Well, once you have a good amount of viewers, you'll get a couple donations per stream, but that really won't be your main goal in making money with live streaming. You hope to one day, what is it, the partner programs, the subscribers, and all that stuff. That's how you're probably going to be making money off live streams. But eventually, brand deals will, really hold you up there. And just sponsored streams, honestly, is probably where I guess where all the money is at, from my understanding, right? So, online marketing, being a good online marketer. I mean, I put it just at affiliate marketing because this is online courses, online guru. I guess I would put it as at the same level as guru because it's kind of the same thing. I kind of thought of the same thing, but online courses are just a part of being an online guru. I mean, if you're a guru, you could sell multiple courses. Okay, guys, what do you think? Do you guys think that the new generation of everybody making money online is a W or is it an L? If you think it's a L, put a L in the chat. If you think it's a W, put a W in the chat. Please. Please. Please, someone. Okay. OnlyFans. I'm not gonna lie, man. From everything that I've understood, like, okay, here's how it works with OnlyFans. It's not just that, oh, you just gotta post pictures of yourself naked. It doesn't work like that, really. What you need, pay off, all right, on your main channel. Yeah, it was a lot better though before. I don't know if you guys know that the hemp ban is coming, so all the THCA stuff will be banned in January, like most likely. So everybody's more focused on selling their existing stock than like pushing to new customers. So you know what I'm saying. Okay, what I was explaining with OnlyFans, it seems like the easiest because I've thought about it so many times. I don't know if that's healthy or not, but here's how you do it. You make an Instagram and a TikTok where you make leading, suggestive content, right, as a woman. But you also have to be hot, which I guess is the hard part of it. From there, you funnel them into your OF. Maybe no free trial, something like that. And it would be a mistake to think that you just make an account, you start making money. You have to use other social medias to kind of build that up. But how I've seen, it's almost like there aren't a lot of females or just people willing to do that, so it's kind of easy to get a good standing on the niche. So I will say OP scalable. I don't know about this. I mean, I'll put it on reliable. Selling beats. What? Selling beats online? Huh. Whatever that is. I don't know what that is. Black Hat. Reselling sneakers. Now, this used to be pretty good, I know, but I think it really dropped off after people kind of stopped liking to buy expensive sneakers for no reason, bro. So, definitely putting this at saturated. You seen AI of models? Yo, just came from the new vid. Yo, what is up, bro? Did you guys like the new video? Whoever is here from the video, what do you think is the most dangerous vape out there? What do you guys think? I personally believe... Wait 1 second. 1 second. I personally believe this the most messed up was the 701. I think it's banned now, but still crazy to think that it was even like allowed for that time. You've seen AI of models produce sell song tracks for people to release on Spotify. Yeah, but was that Black Hat? What was that? Yeah, 7.0 has destroyed people, bro. But yeah, stuff like this guy said, selling beats, song tracks for people to release on Spotify. Something like that. It's really about finding something of your own, right? See, I don't platform. Make a platform, AI platform, probably pretty good. Okay. Social media marketing agency. Now, I think it's oversaturated a bit, but I think if you could pull it off, it's fantastic because you're basically the middleman connecting these brands. And I can tell you from personal experience, brands want to work with agencies. They don't like working with directors because not all content creators are as fucking professional as me, bro. I am the ultimate professional when it comes to answering sponsors and emails, bro. I am so professional, it is insane. But most of we people, like the Zaza people, are really like, bro, they're not even trying to get like any, like they're just trying to chill, which, you know, I'm all about a chill lifestyle, but most people, they think working like anyway, what I'm saying is it's especially a social media marketing agency for the Zaza niche, for example, a small niche, but finding a niche. It's all about finding a niche and fucking targeting that, attacking it, bro. You need to take that niche and you need to attack it, bro, with maximum ferocity. And you don't give up for at least a couple months. And that, when you finish that, right, and you fail, because you will fail, you'll say, okay, that's count 1. And once you get to count 10, is when you can start being like, oh man, shit, man, I gotta think of something. But before that, you haven't even tried. Okay. Just watch the video, Fire Bro, appreciate it. Homeless people wait outside gas stations for them to open just so they can get their set. Yeah, it's messed up. I watched the Goblin videos. I did a bunch of research on that. It's crazy, bro. And we just watched on the stream today, earlier, we watched a Salvia video, and it said that Salvia was being sold at gas stations as well. Which, I mean, that's just the land of the free, I guess, right? They're selling all that stuff in America and shit. You know, if it's not illegal, why not sell it, you know? Software development. I would say this is really good, but it's also really hard because you have to be good enough to do software development. So it's hard to learn, but once you can do it, you can make a load, like buttloads of money, though. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, you can make a lot of money. SoundCloud, again, you can make a lot of money, but you need to have a little bit of talent and a little bit of like understanding of stuff. There's 2 types of musicians really in today's time. I mean, there's the people who are actually talented, right, and make great music just because they're amazing. And then there are, well, not just because they're amazing, but just because they have like actual talent, or they have like a creative flow, a artistic vision, right? I don't know how to explain it better. And then there's the people who approach the music as a business, right? So you find a niche, I've said that millions of times, you know, find a niche, figure out from other creators what the sound sounds like, and start doing it for 6 months at least, up to 12 months, and, you know, grow it, expand it, evolve it, until it blows up and you're making money, right? So, majoring in IT is extremely OP right now. Almost everyone is willing to hire with insane monthly rates. Yeah, that's exactly what I've heard. That basically, it's the job market is very hard right now because everybody's trying to replace stuff for AI, but stuff to actually develop the AI is very much in demand. So, if you guys are wondering where to go to college, you know, why not there, you know? Okay, moving on. Tech support. We'll put this as decent, actually, because you can make, like, it's a really easy way to get a job at tech support. But, and, like, mostly the requirements are know how to use a computer, right? So it's a really great way, but you're probably not gonna make a lot of money doing it, but still a great reliable thing there, right? Building brand on social media. Now, I gotta put this as my number one OP scale, but besides the OF, from what I've understood, that's the fastest way to make. Because this is what I did, guys. Building a brand on social media. Now, it says YouTube, Facebook. I obviously mostly do YouTube, but it's also Discord. I have a very large Discord, as you guys know. And I had no idea how to do anything on Discord, but I figured it out. So I've just used Discord like Skype for years, right? And YouTube, the niche of the blowing up, there was a creator called, let me show you guys. His name was Split. Does anybody know Split? Anybody know Split? It's too difficult to become a music artist coming from a producer. Yeah, I mean that's the main thing that I was trying to say as well. That like, it seems if you make money with music, you can make a lot, but like it's probably not gonna happen. Brian, no idea your stream just came straight anew through. This was just another upload, lol. Bro, streaming every day. Make sure to subscribe, guys. And everything. Is this CBD, bro? Yes, bro. This guy right here, you guys know Split. Oh my god, he only got 10,000 views. That's messed up. He killed his channel. As you can see, he kind of destroyed all this stuff because he just wanted to do like artistic stuff. And he had the same opportunity that I did, but he just kind of didn't. And that's the difference. It's just some people, they can't do it because they can't focus. They can't realize that happiness comes at being, not having a lot of money, but just doing something. The process, the point of life is to enjoy the process at the end of the day and not flip-flop between everything, right? So that's my personal opinion. That's why I say building a brand on social media is, in my opinion, OP scalable, because a brand can include stuff like my amazing device that I love. I absolutely love this device, the Bro Cloud, right? You build a brand and then you grow the brand with your videos, right? So I'll put that in OP scalable. Yes, I love Split. He does music. Yes, I've heard his music. Hey man, maybe it's not my cup of tea, but why I'm sad about that is because he used to make some really good videos, and now in the Zaza Stickman niche, it's just me, bro. I always hoped Split would make more videos because it would have just how do I say? It would have been great for the overall Zaza Stickman community, you know what I'm saying? So, but he disappeared, unfortunately. Anyway, online tools, okay? Online tools. So you make online tools? That's what it means? I'll probably put a decent, because how are you gonna make online tools? Virtual assistant. Does that mean virtual assistant might mean that what it means is you either sell a AI with a virtual assistant service, or I guess you are a virtual assistant, but I don't think that's gonna work like that, bro. So Change for Real takes too long to upload too? Bro, yeah, of course. It's just, his videos take a very long time to make, and he probably just doesn't give a shit anymore, unless he's got so much dough. Anyway, virtual assistant, we're gonna put, I've seen a lot of people say, like, start these AI companies, so saturated. What is this? Web developer. Again, I would put reliable, because if you could do it, right, if you can learn it and actually commit and you have the brain cells to pull it off, very reliable, definitely. Is this, I think this is App Store, right? App Creator. Again, I'm putting reliable. But YouTubers. Again, I gotta put OP scalable, especially thanks to the new era of YouTube where it's a double revenue stream, right? It's not just about making your videos on YouTube, it's about making content for YouTube, which then you can re-upload on Shorts, on TikTok, and then from that you can make a different channel with like 10 video compilations, right? And make money off that. And just a lot of stuff you can do, man. So I gotta put YouTubers at 1. Online surveys, unreliable because you're never gonna get. And giving up, do not count on. The only way to guarantee your failure in making money online is to give up. That is the only way you'll never make it out. Okay, guys, what do you think of my tier list? Do you think it's a W? Do you guys think it's a W from your guys' professional opinions? Which obviously you guys are professionals. Just like me, we're all very professional here, I would imagine. You guys are professionals, right? W for sure, bro. W for sure. Okay. That is our first tier list complete. Okay. Now let's do a great one, I think. Which will be... What shall it be, guys? I'm thinking... Vices. Right? Okay, is there a way to get... Yeah, but the list itself could have some newer stuff. I agree, bro. Because a lot of stuff I didn't... was like super weird. And overall... But now let's look at vices. Is there any way, like... Is there anything aura vices? Vices? Maybe this? Okay, I don't want that logo there. Okay, is there any way? This is probably not gonna work, bro. Oh, shouldn't I think? Okay, what shall we rank? What shall we rank? Let's actually just scroll X. Why the hell not, bro? You guys ever been on X? Global trending on X. I already saw this one. Okay, let's do news. Why not, right? Everybody loves the news. This is my biggest favorite reality show, bro. The news. Senator Thune, I mean this in the earnest. Oh shit, I didn't read it. I was looking at chat. Senator... Ah, man, I can't read. Too difficult, bro. California approves bill to purchase burned Palisades land for affordable housing. Okay. This is a crazy one. Tester, that's the one who sexually assaulted me while I was detained. ICE agent. And you like it? Oh my god. Some serious drama here, guys. No, it's serious. Sorry, guys.
Go ahead. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you were crying in there. Yeah. I remember you shivering and crying.
Damn, she's pretty evil. She sounds like a psychopath. But without the context of the situation, I can't give an accurate rating, you know? Winning the house in 2026. Is this true? Sorry, but if your religion... Okay, let's read it. Sorry, but if your religion allows old men to marry young girls like this, maybe it's time to have a conversation with yourself and realize your religion is not a religion of peace. It's pure evil. Let's check this video. That stuff is extremely creepy, I'm not gonna lie. It is extremely creepy. And she was cold as fuck. How do I say, bro? That is extremely creepy. And, well, a religion that allows that? Probably not. Probably not. So hard to say things like, but you know, there's like messed up what they call Christians as well. Messed up Jewish people. Yo, do you watch Jewish Sharing? Yeah, I've seen a lot of his videos. I think he's the only other European Zaza man. Because I think he's European. He's from the UK, right? And you know, UK used to be Europe, so I think that's basically the same. Okay, let's watch YouTube videos on YouTube. Or let's scroll TikTok. You guys love TikTok, don't you? Oh my god. What the fuck do I have? Wait, let's turn down the volume on these. Let's turn down the volume on this. Okay. Amazing air fryer recipe.
India ma so da manet sa phit sa ja da ba no da.
Railroad. This is the worst TikTok I've ever had. Something about you hit me like a freight train to the chest. Oh, bro, you're so old. First of all, I know what video we should watch, guys. Tyler Oliveira. You guys love this guy for sure. Who knows this guy? Let's watch this video.
I just bought a vape by showing my Costco card to a vape store clerk while dressing like a child and talking like... I just bought a vape by showing my Costco card to a vape store clerk while dressing like a child and talking like this.
Yeah, so if I'm like 12 years old, this will hit. Alright, stay lit. See you.
And he's not the only one that fell from...
So he's basically in the intro, he's going to show how easy it is to get a puff stick. Let's see how it works out for him. You guys know this guy? I know this guy. He's a great guy. He makes great videos, I would say so personally. But that might just be my personal opinion, you know? This is culture, not religion. That stuff is wrong. It is extremely wrong. And it is culture. I agree with you, man. I couldn't have said it better myself. It's messed up when that stuff is in the culture. Like, even if the younger people, you know, maybe realize that that's a little bit... Because I feel like in my country, in Estonia, right? The older culture is a lot of drinking and partying. We know that's wrong, but it's still in our roots, kind of, right? Drinking a lot of alcohol and drinking, you know, just that is there. But as the new generation, we realized that's probably not the best idea to do, right? But I feel like I don't know how true it is. In the older generation of that, the Muslim culture, it's seen more as okay to marry, like, basically children, right? So if you look at it like that, then it's like kind of messed up, you know, kind of like, yo, bro, like, you know, maybe we should chill on the, you know, immigration stuff, but shit, you know, that's just what I'm saying. let's move on to this video, which is much more cool. He is British, right? Yes, I know. Drew is sharing his British. I'm gonna go into his coffee shop soon. We will visit the coffee shop, bro. It'll be dope. I'll make a video about it or something. So subscribe for that.
Parents' generation smoked cigarettes, but after they all got lung cancer and died, the companies that make these cigarettes, like Philip Morris, creator of Marlboro, the #1 cigarette brand.
Marlboro. Yeah, people used to. You guys know that people used to smoke cigarettes? It was crazy, and they said it was good for you.
Since 1972, we're like, whoa, our customer base is dying and no one trusts cigarettes. How do we keep business booming? And in 2018, they invested $12.8 billion into a startup called Juul Labs, owning 35% of the company and arguing that vape...
Juul was an industry plant, guys. From the beginning, it was an industry plant. Do you guys remember the Juul pandemic? Do you guys remember Juuls? Can someone tell me? Say yes if you do, and no if you don't.
Devices presented a profitable alternative to tobacco products, and they were right. Colorful, sweet-tasting, smokeless,
XQC
and
did him?
easily
I did not
hideable.
know
The
that.
Juul was born and rapidly conquered every high school in America.
I made a lot of videos about this. It's crazy how this happened.
Just like that, Philip Morris had hooked an entire generation of kids that would otherwise have never smoked onto Juuls and vapes, creating a nicotine dependency that would last the rest of their lives. But the question is, what will happen to the bodies of these kids now addicted to vaping? How is every 12-year-old in America getting their hands on one if you need to be 21 to buy it?
Someone said no. Basically, they basically tried to sell Juuls, which were electronic nicotine devices, which were supposed to help cigarette smokers by letting them quit cigarettes with the Juuls. But what ended up happening is most of the cigarette smokers didn't like the Juuls. They were too strong and just like not the same, right? And most of the Juuls ended up being, instead of fighting against helping recovering addicts, it brought in the new generation of addicts. So effectively, they kind of did what they had to do, is they got a new generation addicted to nicotine. Now, for me, that was Zins and nicotine pouches is what got me. And I'm off the Nick. I have been off the Nick for 4 months now. But I still consider myself, if you ever been like in the kind of cycle of doing nicotine, then you're never really out of it, in the sense that like if someone pulls out some Zin one day, I'm instantly like, yeah, man. Because low key, I'd puff one in, bruh, but she. Can I? Mogged. Oh wait, you were not from America? No, I'm not from America. Let's keep watching.
What are big tobacco companies like Philip Morris hiding?
Safety.
So, I met with Sharon, a woman who started smoking cigarettes when she was 12, the age of a lot of middle schoolers who first get their hands on vapes now. Back in Sharon's day, no one knew what cigarettes would do to the...
It's messed up, but then again, there really was no proof that cigarettes would kill you. It was just a weird time to be, and I feel like if you thought about it a little bit back in the day even, it probably would have been like, yeah, it's probably not too good for me, but they don't say nothing about it, and then you end up paying the cost. Kind of sucks, eh? The snooze.
Body.
The snooze.
So Sharon, I think
Hard to quit the snoosey boy.
And hear the hole right here.
Yes,
How did that happen?
it started at 12, and I smoked till I was 37.
Man, that's messed up right there. That's what happens. Smoke too much, man.
Was diagnosed with cancer the first time. I got throat cancer from my voice mouth.
150 mg iceberg will probably destroy me. The most I've done is 50 mg, bro. And that's already pretty strong.
And they did radiation and chemo and all that first because I was only 37 years old. But probably the last couple of years I was up to 4 pills a day. You know, always said it's never gonna happen to me. You know, and it does. Just stay away from it.
And this is your husband right here? Hey, would you like the show?
I have. That was my first one. 150 mg brought me to my legs. Yeah, I have. Because normally how they, at least where I'm from, like the Nordics, they teach you to sit down while you're doing it. So, But really, like, lightheadedness, not feeling too good, that will probably happen. But I was like a monster, bro. Like, the first time I did it, I like low-key loved it. Like, I had nothing bad to say against it, and I kind of, yeah, you know what I'm saying. You know, it's just life, unfortunately. A little bit of a zoom in, maybe.
What you showed me earlier?
I'm Dan.
Dan. Good.
Sharon's my wife, and I had like a mild heart attack. And
Pablo?
I had a
Yeah,
quadruple
Pablo.
bypass
Pablo 50, bro.
Yeah.
Pablo
That's
50 will get you.
Smoking and the artery shrinking, or?
The doctor said it was from smoking. My arteries in my
Okay.
heart were 100% clogged.
Bello, man.
Everybody smoked. Nowadays,
These are just people he's explaining who have issues with
it's
cigs, you
vaping,
know.
So if you could quit, you know, that'd be the best thing.
After seeing the hole in Sharon's neck and the scars on Dan's chest, the damage smoking had done to them was obvious. But what about the kids now hooked on vaping? That hard.
So he basically showed that, you know, cigarettes are bad for you. This is what they do to you. It's proven, it's messed up. But what about, you know, the babies, the Julies, the ones that are supposed to not be as bad, right?
In high school, we're going to talk to Corporal Dana Crisp about how vaping's a problem here and how many kids do it, I guess.
I'm Corporal Dina Crisp. I'm with the Harlandale ISD Police Department.
Okay. What's going on here? You see a lot of vaping going down?
We catch a lot of kids from the middle schools to the high schools, and we've even had some at the elementaries. Being that they
It wasn't just the US, it was the world, really. I remember one of my friends in school, I think it was the 8th grade, right? And we were like 14, 13. He ordered one off eBay. Just got one off eBay. And the juice, Amazon. That's just how it was. You know, you got one eBay, and you could also get the non-flavored juice off Amazon. And you could flavor it, and that's how you could make money. Like, you sold vape juice to kids. It was a pretty good, like, I didn't do it personally because, like, mostly people did it who were like low-key. They were like, "Oh, I'm a G, I'm a gangster," you know what? So that was really me. I was like, "Shit, I'm just chilling and stuff," and I didn't want to do it as well because it seems stupid. Like, it seems so addictive. Because it just, but I like doing the little cool rings, like, oh, you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
are minors, they can't get it legally, so they get it off the black market. Those just aren't regulated. A kid told me he got it from a homeless guy in a ditch. Places that they vape the most, the bathroom.
Yeah, where have you guys found?
High school bathrooms, bro. I made a video about this shit too, my man. Those boys love vaping in those gosh darn high school bathrooms. It's just something about it, bro, the vibe. But when you go in there and you're not a part of the group, you're not gonna enjoy it in there, bro. You really are not gonna have a good time. What about you guys? Were you the guys in school who partook in the high school bathroom vaping, or were you rather the non-goer? I was the non-goer, but I was cool with the goers, and sometimes I'd puff a trick or two, but I'd never inhaled it in my lungs because I was scared.
Vape most recently.
Today we found right here in the hall when a teacher.
Oh, today?
Yeah.
THC, nicotine, what are we talking here?
It was going to be more likely THC.
Okay. What are the legal?
So vapes were kind of generalized. For us, it was only because you didn't have Zaza, right? So I guess in America it was generalized as vapes, but really it was like Zaza and freaking Nicotonio.
Repercussions for that?
It's a felony 3 here.
We were told by informants that if we have a
Vaping is gay overall. Like, you're sucking on a stick to get flavor in your mouth. And it's just not cool, right? Benjamin City, what are my thoughts on Benjamin City? Entering Benjamin City is very convenient, right? So if you're a Zaza man, and you're trying to enter a quick Benjamin City for amplifying your fun, then I can't really disrespect them, right? But I use a dry herb vaporizer, which is kind of healthier, I think. I don't know. I'm not an expert on this. It feels healthier because the blinker can get you really messed up. But THC vape's buzzing, not gonna lie. Maybe put a little bit of Nick in there. Was good, Fisher Chess. Was good. Okay, let's keep watching.
That he would be hiding it in a certain body part.
Yeah.
Hide it under a sack.
Oh, that's interesting.
After realizing that kids were getting caught with vapes on a daily basis and charged with felonies if they were THC, I disguised myself as a kid and tried to go buy one without an ID. We have
Dude, really tried to buy. That's cool. That is dope, bro.
these spyglasses. I'm going in.
Hi. You guys have any
It's got the Ray-Bans, man. I wish I would have bought the Ray-Ban Metas in America when I had the chance.
elf bars?
No, you just have to plow spears up there. This is what they want. That's legal now in Chicago.
Okay.
Pretty good.
I'll get one of those. I forgot my ID though.
Oh, I need ID.
I don't have my ID on me.
They are checking and sending out inspectors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
That's a good, respectable man here.
I have ID.
First one failure.
You
The
fuck with
first couple
peanut
of
butter
stores
breath?
were on to me.
Peanut butter breath? Peanut butter breath? I don't know what that is, but Ollie, it got me very interested. Ah, it's a strain, bro. I was thinking, but I was like, could that just be... Let's see, hybrid. It's a hybrid. Top effects, relaxed, sleepy, hungry. Top flavors, nutty, butter. Relaxed, sleepy, hungry. That's very nice. Calming. And it's a low T. I would say thumbs up on that. Keep going.
I hope you. What do you mean? You can't be here.
Dude, I freaking hate Tyler Oliveira. Why do you hate him? Give me some tea, bro. Give me some drama. I've recently just started watching some of his videos because, well, it's just interesting to see, like, the on-the-go news and stuff. But why do you hate Tyler Oliveira? Tell me, please, 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 please tell me. I want to know. I love the tea, bro.
You tripping? Without ID, you can't be in here. You straight tripping or what? But I need the.
Wait.
A couple of stores were on to me.
Without ID, I can help you. What do you mean? You can't be here. What are you tripping? Without ID.
Are you tripping?
You straight tripping or what? But I need the nick.
I need the nick. Bro, this is the POV of every person who does
I was
nicotine.
17 and they legalized.
I don't care, bro.
Please don't hurt me.
You gotta leave.
Okay, bro. Sorry.
Okay, what are your thoughts on vaporizers? Because I was thinking about getting one. Bro, if you don't know, CBD Bro Shop, Bro Clouds, best vaporizers for the money. I use this one. Bro Cloud. I won't really focus. Anyway. Not trying to sell you one, saying get whatever one you want. It really does not matter a lot. Because there's only like, you know, they're all pretty much do the same thing. Some are just a little bit more situated for different situations, right? But dry herb vaporizers are a must, bro. Like, if you think that you're gonna keep smoking the Zaza for a prolonged amount of time, you know, and it's gonna be something that pops up in your life, you know, decently, definitely recommend having a dry herb vaporizer, because obviously you're not gonna make the instant swap over instantly, right? That's not how it's gonna probably go. Like, you're gonna be only puffing that. But there are a lot of times where maybe you have a hardcore sesh where you bust many ripperoonies, maybe many J's, right? You'll feel kind of bad the next day, but maybe you want to still smoke up at night, right? And you're like, oh man, I don't want to do this. And like, dry herb vaporizer or gummies. But gummies are kind of, you know, a bit of a different story, you know, not as easy, not as convenient. And yeah, overall, just great to have a dry herb vaporizer. Like how we talked about that.
Trouble. See, bro.
Need the ID, man. That's it. If you want, go to others' place.
But by the fourth store, no one cared.
Take the red cake. Yeah, that's good. You guys a little lit? I'm always lit. You're always lit? Yeah, I feel that, man.
See ID?
ID? Oh, here, I have something better. Costco card, baby.
Costco card. Okay, so you're showing that most of the stores actually did check, so that's good.
I don't know. What do you mean? What do you mean?
What do you mean?
I mean, I need the product.
I need the ID.
I need the product.
Silly?
Silly, this isn't a Costco. You don't have your ID, but you have...
Shipping across Europe? Yes, actually into Europe it goes. I just ordered this one because I just moved from my country to the Netherlands, and we drove here, so I'm kind of scared to bring anything Zaza related through the borders. Even though Europe has open borders, there's still, like, you know, cop cars from for example, Lithuanian Poland border. There's cop cars, and Poland Germany border, and actually on Poland border, it's to kind of pull you over, and it's just a overly cautious thing. But anyway, it ships to Europe super fast. For me, it did. Ordered on what fucking day is it even? Okay, it's Wednesday. I ordered this on Friday, I think, or Thursday. Okay, or I think Thursday, and it got here on Wednesday because even though there was the weekend. If there's not the weekend, it can arrive on the same week. So if you order on Monday, there's a high chance it'll be there on Friday or Thursday. But Europe has the fastest shipping times. US at second place, and all the Australias and Chechnyas and shit. You know, those can take a bit longer.
Yes, Tommy. But next time, bro. Huh? Bring your ID. Okay, bro. I got you, bro.
This video's pretty good, bro. Like.
Help each other.
How does he get away with recording people, bro?
Thanks, bro. Thanks, guys. Alright, stay lit. See you. We got Elf Bar.
And the vapes kept on coming.
I'll take it.
You got the Zaza and you got the Elf Bar. Shit. That's crazy, bro.
Jewel, let's go 5. I want the strongest, yeah. I don't have it on me. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. You keep the change, man. You keep the change. Wink, wink. For sure, bro.
There's no way he said that, bro. I haven't seen all his videos have been different than this, bro. This is a very large chunk of the video is in POV format. I love it.
Am I good? Thanks, man.
Very good idea.
Okay, I got the
Get the vaporizer.
Well,
whatever vaporizer, you know. Obviously. But I'd be happy if you support a homie out because we do have one of the best ones. Largest battery capacity, so you don't have to charge it as much. Very nice, strong build quality.
Don't mention me.
He's a right-wing propaganda machine. Takes advantage of the homeless, indoctrinates kids into hate speech and certain biased viewpoints. Yeah, could be, man. I've seen some of his videos, and he does seem more right-wing biased. But from my videos that I've seen, like I could tell that he is biased towards the right wing, and as a news reporter you're supposed to, you know, keep the news completely neutral, right? But I could also tell that he was in that video that I watched, it was the German he was investigating the German city that the extremist right-wing political party won, right? And from my point of view, even though I knew he probably personally supported the party, he was trying to hold back. Like he was not saying this is right or these guys are in the right. He never said any of that. He gave both the sides the same opportunities to expand their opinions. So from my 3-4 videos that I've watched, I can't say that he's pushing this, you know.
Hey man, I get the jewel.
But not an expert on him, so.
I got the jewel, baby. I got the jewel. I got the jewel.
Thank you, bro. If you think about it, good thing to think about it. But you know, always do your research and stuff. You know, you might get a better deal. I don't know, somewhere.
Yeah.
But probably not.
Okay, so my brother shouldn't hit this. Since I'm 14, I'm good. Thank you.
He says he's 14. He's like, oh shit, no. His conscience was starting to kick in. It wasn't even about the cops. It was about his conscience. Like, damn, dude, 14, like 16, okay, but.
Thank you. Bye.
And in 2 hours' time, I'd collected enough vapes to supply an entire high school without showing a single ID. All of this illegally and underage. Now that we know how easy it is to buy these things underage and illegally, how was the government letting this happen? So I flew to New York City, where Philip Morris's national headquarters was located and was the home of two moms who started an organization called Parents Against Vaping. We got the t-shirt on. Let's go find our ladies. We're in Central Park. I'm speaking to
Dorian Furman. I'm one of the co-founders of Parents Against Vaping, e-cig.
So there was a whole movement? Even parents got together, bro? That's crazy, but this is the style of video I usually see from him, like just talking to people and stuff. So that POV section was really cool, actually, not gonna lie.
Or Pave.
Okay, and
Meredith Berkman. I have 3 kids, 11, 18, and 20.
Okay.
That is the key target audience for the tobacco industry and for these vaping.
Yeah, I think that's more of a fact. Like, I don't think a lot of people think it's conspiracy. Oh, that the vape companies are trying to get the younger generation addicted. That's their goal. Of course, it's their goal. Like what? There's not even a. It's a public like, but it's so crazy that like it's something that everybody knows. It's a fact. There's nobody will debate. It's a 100% a fact, right? That this is what they want. But at the same time, they will never publicly state that. They will never say that. It will be something that everybody knows. What a weird. There's so many in today's world. There's so many things that everybody knows is like these conspiracy theories that everybody knows are true, right? These that used to be conspiracy theories, but still decide that the conspiracy was not like Epstein's Island, right? Before it was like an insane conspiracy. Now it's basically a fact that all these insane things, a lot of them happened, right? So it makes you think, you know, what else is true? What are they lying about? Makes you think, bro. Makes you think, especially when you're off that exotic Zaza.
If I may ask, what flavor is that?
Banana milkshake. It goes into the bloodstream quicker than the nicotine of your grandparents' cigarette.
What's called the nicotine salt technology allows you to have an enormous amount of nicotine that...
Yeah, it's messed up. It really is. It's a little bit messed up, I'm not gonna lie. What you gonna do?
Goes much quicker directly to the brain.
The majority are manufactured in China. They come into our own country, and there's no...
I can vouch for that as a person who has done business with certain manufacturers in the Asian area. If you go on any Alibaba or madeinchina.com, right, where they have all the manufacturer listings, you will find out that they have a lot of these devices that you could get for a pretty decent deal.
Regulation. We have families whose kids have had lung replacements. We have families whose kids have had seizures.
Given that Jules and
Like, let me show you. Made in China. I'll just go here. Vapes. Don't do this, but as you can see, you're instantly greeted with very cheap options that just need to be filled and you can sell them, right? So, it wasn't just the US that was benefiting. China was benefiting from it while not getting their generation hooked on, Nick. Damn, China really took the W there.
The question is,
I just hit 3 blinkers off the yard. That's what I'm talking about.
So I said goodbye to the moms and got in a taxi to the New York City Philip Morris headquarters to confront.
He went to the headquarters, bruh? To the main headquarters? That's crazy.
The CEO and mastermind of it all, Jackie Balsack.
All right, we're going in. We're at the headquarters.
My plan was to first finesse a meeting with Ginny Kim, Director of Global Communication, and then warn
Global Communication. She's supposed to be the one who says that, yeah, bro, we're just chilling low key. Like, we're just chilling, bro, you know? Is it gonna be like that? I don't think so, bro. Let's keep going. Yo, Mr. Like Boo.
Into Mr. Balsack's office somehow.
I'm here to speak with Jimmy Kim.
Jimmy Kim?
Yeah.
Do you have an appointment?
Yeah. My name is Tyler Oliveira.
Tyler? I don't have your name on the system.
What can we do about
Isn't
that?
he too famous for that?
Okay.
Oh, they're out of here. They moved.
I'm wondering if he's so famous. Oh, well, actually, yeah, I guess. In my opinion, journalism should stay unbiased, and a lot of this stuff is picking out the worst parts of things. Yeah, okay, that. Sorry for not reading that. That is that could be that probably is true what he's doing. But yeah, I guess everybody tries to paint their narrative at the end of the day, right? You have, isn't Hassan, like the streamer, isn't he like left wing? And from my understanding, all he does is fucking push his politics on people. People love pushing stuff on people these days because everybody's trying to make their, what's in South Park that they called it, their oh, I don't remember, man. Too high for that shit.
Their company out of this building I think probably like 3 weeks ago.
While I was trying to figure out if these were pure lies fed to the security guards by Philip Morris, my camera guy, who was on public sidewalk, legally pointing the camera at the building.
Oh, they're angry. You can tell they're angry. Video you just posted, isn't it just another video of already made? Yes, for the OG people who know. The video I just posted on my main channel is a re-upload from 6 months ago. Now that video was the first video I uploaded, and it was oh yeah, he's an idiot too. Okay, man, I'm glad you agree at least that they're both idiots, right? Because it's like when anybody tries to push something on you like that, it's like, oh man, why can't you just be like a dude, like a person? Oh, and yeah, the video's uploaded about 6 months ago, but I had to take it down because I got a community strike. My first one ever, so I had to run away. Ooh, a Twitch viewer. What is up, bro? Bro, make a new storytime video, please. One more video that is not a storytime video, and then I'm gonna try to make a storytime video. It's really hard on YouTube now because the strictness of the ads and stuff is really tough. Because you have to make it really educational, but so the storytime video will have to be structured in a way where it's like the start is fully educational and then it kind of goes into a mix, and that way you can keep it monetized. But yeah, it's a lot harder than it was before to make the story times. That's why there isn't as much story times. Say off the cards, everyone just have a good point. Toby has a point. Take a look at Tyler or someone else and tell me he isn't baiting a certain audience on his content. Yeah, that is. It does have a lot of eye-catching thumbnails.
Was soon confronted by security.
Dang, YouTube is getting lamer and lamer. Yeah, they well, on some things they've gotten better. I feel like on free speech they're more tolerant. Like before, I felt like 3 years ago, I felt like you couldn't even express that the fear of cancellation was at a much higher rate. And overall, we know with the Andrew Tates and all that stuff blowing up the alpha male influence scene, right? Back in the day, it felt like YouTube did not allow it at all. But now they allow it and they let it exist. And I feel like there's more freedom. But in terms of the Zaza, it's still kind of the same, you know? When did you start smoking? First time I ever smoked the Zaza was 16, 17, felt nothing. And the same age, did it again a couple times, then I really felt it. But smoking consistently, that was when I was like 20 or something like that. So yeah, pretty early, unfortunately. But fun fact, I actually smoked Zaza before I drank alcohol. Bingus Ray. Man, I love seeing a Twitch viewer too. We got almost everyone on YouTube, but cool to see a Twitch viewer too. Just came from the vid. Yeah, I don't like hearts, but it's all good. I'll take it. Just came from the insane reap soon. Been watching a couple years now. Glad to hear, bro. We're starting up streaming. Hopefully people will watch it. Right now we're watching this video. It's almost over. Let's go forward.
Move away from me. Move away from me. Because there are people that do stuff. So when I ask you that question, sir, I mean it. Sir, you're not doing nothing. There are people that do up shit. So when I ask you...
Damn, he got really angry right there. He got really angry. That's caught on tape, bro. That's messed up. At 14? How old are you now? I'm 23 right now. Yeah, at 14, I don't know. I know a lot of people who start smoking like really early. And I know it must do something to your brain, but overall what I've seen is people are pretty normal even at that, but like people who start smoking cigs, I mean, yeah, it's one of those things. It's not a good thing to start anything so early. I wish I would have started later, because I wish my level of Zaza head where I was at like 20 is where I was at now, so I could grow it without getting, you know, sometimes a little bit paranoid, like, bro, maybe I should quit the Zaza, you know? Maybe I should quit the Zaza, I'm a little bit scared. Is it bad for me, or maybe it's all the other bad things I'm doing? I don't know. Can someone tell me?
This would be assault. I'm not touching you.
I'm not touching you, he kicked him.
I didn't touch you.
I'm on a public sidewalk. What am I understanding?
This cop must have been paid off by my enemies, because he witnessed my cameraman get assaulted for literally no reason and stood by and watched like the scum of the earth he is.
Damn, the cop getting paid off? Who would have thought about that, you know? The cops are just a capitalist, what is it? Contractor at this point, right? Isn't everything in the US like capitalized? Like nothing is state ran? Even insurance companies, healthcare, everything? So it's like when your brain is developed, we go. I don't think you fuck with your brain as much as people. Yeah, I don't think so either. But I think it is right to teach that, like mainstreamly, because if you teach people, oh yeah, don't smoke cigs or smoke za or drink alcohol when you're young, because like it might not be like super good. We don't know about it that much. Versus, do not do that. It causes this. You'll be freaking retarded if you do it, right? Then the people who won't do it, the percentage will be much higher, you know. I never felt withdrawal effects from tea breaks, but I've consumed lots of za. How do you tell if you're dependent or addicted? Well, if you want to know if you're dependent or addicted, is really when you feel like the part of you who, usually how it goes for me is like I get high, I'm like, oh man, I'm so faded, man. Okay, tomorrow I gotta not do it. And if the next day you still do it, and then later you're like, oh man, I wasn't supposed to do it today. That's when and that happens like a couple days in a row or consistently. That's when you can say you're addicted, not dependent. But if you're like, we'll smoke up, right? In the morning, you said, I'm not going to do it, but I'll do it at night, right? And you constantly stick to your levels of consumption that you are okay with, then I would say you're just dependent because you're using it every day, in certain situations to look forward to something and just to kind of give your day a structure, you know? From a non-medical standpoint, doing drugs in high school is fun as fun. From a non-medical standpoint, there's no better time to do drugs. Yeah, bro, I agree. Because, like, especially at high school, when you have no understanding of the, like, just school, when you don't have the understanding of the how long life actually is, how long you still have to live, and how meaningless and pointless it is to have one night of extreme bliss, then it is fun because you get to enjoy it without thinking about what you're doing to yourself, right? And in high school, you're kind of invincible too. Your body is like super strong. In my country, we traditionally start drinking in our teens. It only works because there's room for experimenting with tolerance and doing dumb stuff while still under your parents' guards. Yeah, exactly. We have the kind of same thing, but I'm from the Baltics, and I think that's also Eastern European countries have a lot of that. Yeah. You ever did Tussie? I don't know what Tussie is. What's your thoughts on the puff shroom vape? I've been using them for a while and I haven't been sick, and I don't think I'm an artard. I'd say, man, don't. I would not personally recommend doing them. I mean, it's not like all of them are gonna be awful, right? Maybe some will be decent, but technically it's just a mushroom vaporizer machine. But really, it's not gonna be that. It's impossible. Like scientifically, you're doing something else. Is that something else super bad for you? I don't know. Are you doing what you think you're doing? Probably not. And for that reason, I would say avoid them. Think about the college frats driving home wasted for the first time and losing their life because they don't have they don't know what control is. Yeah, true, dude. That's some facts right there you dropped, bro. That is also a reason why it's actually kind of not important, but not a bad thing to experience some of your drunk adventures and stuff while roaming the halls of a education system, because once you get to college, right, you don't want to be the dude who has no control, who has no idea what he's going to be doing, because that could end it worse, or it could end in a way where you get too into it in your college days where it ruins your future. Instead of spreading your alcoholism out throughout your entire career, you concentrate too much into one space and it ends up costing you, you know. Where are you from? I'm from Estonia. Responsible enough for drugs? Yeah, it's all about responsibility, bro, and that's the worst part. Like, Honestly, there's a lot of substances that are addictive, that are just prescription, right? So it just depends. You're Loki, my favorite Zaza YouTuber. I appreciate it, bro.
With more security being sent out to confront my cameraman, I decided to exit
Northern
the
Europe.
building and act like a concerned civilian to maintain my cover.
Keep your distance away from me. Do not touch me. Also, your security guard just assaulted me, and the police officer did absolutely nothing in it. Right here, 6 minutes ago.
These cops were all dirty, so it was time to call them out on their corruption. Let's go in there and talk.
Hey there. So I thought I had a meeting here, but I don't.
If you guys didn't see, the cops are dirty. The cops are dirty for these tobacco companies, bro.
And a security guard guy apparently assaulted some local photographer. Do you know anything about that?
Get our system young is the best thing in my opinion. Yeah, but it also depends on how young, right? If you're, I would not say doing it at like 14, 15 is the best situation. Maybe your first time, I don't know, drunk or something, experiencing what it feels like at like 17 or 16 or so, right, is fine. But you don't want to get like, you don't want to pop all the psychedelics and substances at your teens, right? Getting an understanding of these things, getting a base understanding of everything important in life is what school, like the base level of school system is. So just having, you know, that part, getting an entry exam into this is very important. Am I even addicted if I'm a medical user? It depends, right? Like, it depends on how... There's two ways to get a medical card. One card... There are two medical patients. One medical patient is the person who has a disorder, a problem, and the doctor suggests, oh, maybe this will help, this weed will help, okay, I'll try it. And then there are people like me who come to Germany and try to apply for a medical card because they want to get high. And they start thinking about reasons why. Oh, maybe I got ADHD, you know, my knee kind of be aching and shit. You know, sometimes I can't really focus on stuff. Could I get a couple grams of that blueberry nurple? I started drinking and smoking at 10. Not a good foundation, bro. Watch him SML next time you're high. Jeffy's Biggie Bank. Will do, bro.
Oh, you're not allowed to talk about assaulting people? Some bald-headed dude?
Let me call the manager.
Yeah, maybe call his bald-headed ass too and get his ass out here. He can suck my while he's at it. How about that? Please don't lie. Please don't lie.
I'd pushed my luck. We were in an unexpected...
He was being angry against the cops, but he wasn't an angry man. You're definitely my fave Zaza YouTuber. Now it makes sense how I have very similar pins because I'm from Latvia and the smoking culture is pretty similar. Yeah, bro, being a Zaza enjoyer in the Baltics is it's a small community, but it's a tight community. You know, it's a tight community. But the overall goal of every Zaza consumer in the Baltics is escape. I mean, you have to escape. That's all I have to say, man, because I love my country. I love the Baltics. Well, I don't know if it's great and stuff, but you know, it's really cold and there's not really anything to do, and the food is decent, not that good, not a lot of variety, and the people are kind of mean, and I mean, I love it. My home is there. It's my home. Okay. Anyway, yeah, it's hard because culturally we're a little bit down on the evolution scale, right? So that kind of sucks. But younger generation is definitely changing that. Smoking some ice cream cake. What's your thoughts on WWE? You ever used to be a fan? Yes, bro. I used to love WWE. I know all the RKOs, bro. I used to do that shit all the time, bro. Randy Orton RKO out of nowhere.
Twist of events in the Bloomberg office, which was
Smoking 16 but never gotten drunk because I just never managed to get over. Yeah, bro, I actually smoked at 16 too, and I got drunk at 17. I actually got drunk after I got high. What a real... Love your accent, by the way. I don't have an accent. We love our Moroccan dirt blocks in Europe. Facts, bro.
Hey, I just want to say I like your hairstyle and you for being a sack of shit. What are you gonna do?
Oh, he wants to throw hands, bro. He wants to throw hands, man. I was doing an RKO. Randy Orton, I can't let him know me. I don't know why I did that. That dude talked about WWE. I love the WWE, whoever asked that.
You gonna hit me? What? Because I'm in my uniform. You. Say that in four. Hey, you make me sick to my stomach. You're an embarrassment. Go jerk off to a photo of your mom. And honestly, you're kind of an embarrassment, but I get it. All right.
He was just chilling. The other guy was really doing action, but it is kind of embarrassing when you're a cop and you're paid off, right? Not paid off, but you're just kind of you allow whatever happens, right? So that's kind of messed up, not gonna lie.
I'm definitely hauling out of there. That guy will definitely kill me.
As I fled the scene from the bald berserker, I soon ran in.
What age did you grow out of it? Grow out of what? My Zaza addiction, bro?
This isn't over yet, Philip
Ain't happened yet, bro. So that was our reaction to it. What?
Hey, you make me sick to my stomach. You're an embarrassment.
So he tried to pull up, but he didn't allow him. I mean, yeah, that's basically what happened, right? Okay, let's see what else we got going on here. I exposed the most evil cult in America, Scientology. Bro, I walked past the Scientology building in LA when I was living in LA. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, bro. WWE. I never grew out of it. I just feel like the era of clips and kind of just scrolling and watching YouTube videos started up, and the algorithm kind of disappeared it on me. And it was really also, I loved Randy Orton, and I don't think he's retired, right? But I just feel like his prime was over, and after his prime kind of fell off, I wasn't as interested, I think. And John Cena was a big one, but then you learned all the things about John Cena and Tank. Like, the more I got older and the more I realized all these people are more than just their characters through like online information and just social media, it kind of grew on. And I wasn't as interested, but if a clip shows up on YouTube, bro, I'll still watch it. Trying to meta Bishay. Okay. Why not? I love reacting to stuff. 327k. I can watch that because that's already. Oh, I think I know this guy. Yeah. A filter at the plant that is. It's debunking the biggest. Oh, looks like I've watched some of his videos, as you can see. That's pretty cool. Appreciate it, bro. Yeah, bro. I have got nothing against WWE. I always loved it. Let's watch this one, maybe.
This video discusses
acid would help me forget my problems.
Literally of local laws. If you're like me and grew up in the DARE program.
Oh, I actually know what I want to watch. We'll keep this because I wanted to watch this video, but as you can see, I've already before you saw it, I already kind of seen a bit of it. But there's this one we need to talk weed. There was this video on Crusag. I saw this when it came out. Crusect.
So,
and it really got me thinking. I don't remember it too much, but let's go ahead and watch it.
Cannabis has been vilified to a ridiculous degree for the last century.
Are you high right now? Of course I am, bro.
But it's now finally being decriminalized in more and more places around the world. It's just recently been...
Decriminalization is not the same as legalization. With decriminalization, you have more difficulties. With full legalization, you have more easies.
Legalized in Germany, and for very good reasons. Compared to legal drugs like alcohol, which will cause 1 in 20 deaths just this year, cannabis is pretty much...
Yeah, that's the biggest thing that I feel like as my generation, I'm already winning by smoking Zaza, which kind of also keeps me at it. and it's kind of my crutch, I guess, is that it's so much better than alcohol, and I guess that excuse allows me to kind of keep doing it without really being too worried about it. Your animation looks good while high. Appreciate it, bro.
To justify harsh prosecution and punishment, its negative effects have been wildly overstated. Naturally, there was a lot of pushback, and here's something went wrong. If you followed the discourse over the last few years, you might have got the impression that weed has almost only upsides and few, if any, negative side effects. We are.
I seen this. It's a good video, and it takes perspective of both sides of the RUG war politics. Yeah, I remember watching half of it.
What made this worse is that criminalization made it very hard for scientists to...
Yeah, that was the thing that also, now that it's schedule free, I think that'll help a lot of getting good studies out there, because not a lot of money is actually being funneled into Zaza research. And now that it's, no, it's not decriminalized, it's, bro, in Estonia, which is overall how I now view it, because I think Latvia, they're kind of all the same, right? In the Baltic countries, the Zaza, like in this reporter show, this guy came on and he was asked, I think he was like one of the important dudes in the military or whatnot, or just overall in the politician worlds of the Baltics. I don't give a shit of any of these people, but he can make a difference in the laws, right? And his viewpoint on it was that, oh, well, if you're going to be talking about decriminalizing or making Zaza legal, then you have to make everything legal. So in his brain, in his mind, grass is on the same level as everything else. Like, which I kind of get, you want to group them all together, right? But that is where people are at there, like who control stuff politically. And until the next generation comes in and kind of, changes things up, it's really hard to stay in a country where, if you enjoy the Zaza, I'm not saying the Zaza is everything I do, I'm 24/7 faded, but like, instead, imagine, you have your dad who likes, after work, cracking open a couple beers and watching TV. That's his favorite part of the day, right? That's when he gets to unwind and relax. For me, that's sparking a J, or, taking a couple puffs of the BONG and having such a foundational and kind of like routine part of my day being taken away because where I'm at, it really, really kind of sucks, So, yeah, Baltic's no go for me, bro.
Study cannabis, especially its long-term effects.
Alcohol legit kills people and still legal? Yeah, that's stupid. And that's the worst part, because in the Baltics, I'm saying Baltics because like Estonia and Latvia are so small that like, you should probably just count them as one country, the Baltics, Lithuania as well, is that alcohol is kind of like glamorized. Like, get drunk at parties and shit. It's just what dudes do, It's what guys do. We get drunk, we puff a couple lines, that's how we roll, shit. But, like, the Zaza is... No, I can't say, like, it's completely down. It's on the rise. It's on the rise, of course. But, like, here in more culturally advanced countries, it's been on the rise, and you can really feel it. So if you're ahead on the thinking of the general population on the subject, it's kind of hard to kind of have a crutch when you're meeting new people and stuff. You feel embarrassed to even mention that you like getting faded, right? But if you were to mention you like getting super drunk, like that's looked at as like, no, it's just what he does, he gets drunk and shit. So, what I'm saying, it's kind of tough out here.
They faced
well, not here in the Netherlands. I love this place.
Bureaucratic and legal hurdles, and studies often had to rely on small sample sizes. In the last few years, this finally started to change, so it's time to bring new evidence to the discussion. And
new evidence, guys, is coming out quick. There's a lot of good stuff the Zaza does, by the way, if you don't know.
Well, it's not pretty.
It's not all bad, but it's not all pretty.
While weed is still much less harmful than alcohol, it does have a dark side. It is more addictive than we thought, and can have significant negative effects if you use it long term. It seems that... what are you doing?
Oh, he's doing an angry comment. The Zaza Defenders, bro. I've experienced the Zaza Defenders many times in my years of uploading CBD Bro videos. But yeah, it's not all good for you, bro. It's actually bad for you. Like, if you think about it, like, straightforward. It's the same as, like, nobody's out here saying that drinking a couple beers, a day is good for you. It's obviously not good for you, and there is long-term effects it will have on you, but it's like also, you know, life's about kind of choosing your vices and choosing the things you enjoy that maybe aren't so good for you. So the whole drug war with basically scaring the shit out of people will make people more likely to try out stuff from black markets and even make people do deeper down drugs like opioids. Yes, I agree with you, and that's why having stuff like in the Netherlands where it has to be super controlled, right? IEDs have to be controlled and stuff, but this is where the bad trips and all the horrible stuff comes from, is from illegal dealings. But if you make these things legal, you make money off of it, right? And as a country, as an economy, and you also have a control on it. You have like real statistics on it. These many people purchased this item. These people experienced this. We can see from people who smoke the ZA versus people who don't smoke the ZA that they experience. You can start doing studies and you can start getting more information on it, right? So yeah. I feel like ZA should be treated like alcohol. Exactly, bro. That's anything anybody asks for, bro. Really, that's all people ask for, is it just to be like looked at as a normal thing to do, not as a drug, like one of the dudes in the Baltic who controlled who's like defend against the drugs. You know, he basically thinks everything should be looked at as the same level, which is just generalizing such a such a complex thing, which is kind of dumb, you know. But what you're gonna do? Legalizing the UK now, make CBD prime minister, remove lobbies and legalize for show, bro. Thanks.
Before you tell us how dumb we are, please watch the video. To be crystal clear, we think prohibition doesn't work and cannabis should be legal, but this also means that we need to treat it as what it is, a drug, with unique upsides and downsides. So let's take an honest look at some of the latest research together. Weed is getting stronger and stronger.
Yeah, this is one of the things that is kind of a bad part. I made a video about this, of course, as well, you know, me. But the Zaza gets stronger, CBD gets lower, more psychoactive effects, more effects on the brain, more potential long-term effects that we don't know about yet, because the Zaza is so much stronger that so yeah, that is one part where it is. If you're doing balanced Zaza, so 50-50 CBD THC split, that's gonna be a lot less mentally taxing on you, I would say, than smoking like, I don't know, dabs or like just really concentrated stuff. I like the routine of smoking every night, but I found it made the rest of my day less exciting, and all I started caring about were those last few hours. So now I only smoke a few times a week. Yeah, bro, I actually totally get that. I totally get that, bro, because that's how it low-key, especially when I was in the Baltics. There's nothing else to do as well. The day just felt like me staying at home until I could smoke up at night. But here, in the Netherlands, it's a lot easier because there's actual stuff to do, and outside it's fun, but it's also a lot harder because literally outside, if I walk outside my apartment, I take about 10 steps to the left and there's a coffee shop. I can walk in there, buy whatever I want, go inside the room when they're playing the latest soccer game or whatnot, spark a J and just chill out with the other people who are all sparking a J. So it's like really, and you can also order coffee. I think some places offer food, so it's also kind of a lot harder to take a break from it, you know, which is also another thing. You're talking about CBD or THC. I'm talking about both. So it's better to get high with, like, if you're, you know, obviously if you're, I'm gonna get super faded today, right? You're not gonna be doing it. But on average, it's better to keep a balanced sheet. So most strains today have almost 0% CBD, right? But if you could, even if you have a high T bud, right? I remember having some CBD flower or something to kind of balance it out, because CBD is the chemical that mostly helps with, like, you know, all the mental stuff, like well, some people say depression, anxiety, feeling of calm. That's really what it does, and it's good to have it in your Zaza. because it makes the Zaza more of a plant, that's something you could even call medicinal to some regards, than just a mind blower, right? Yeah, more THC, more likely psychosis. If you're high 24/7, it affects you, of course, yes.
Cannabis's magic juice is tetrahydrocannabinol, THC. It docks on your cannabinoid receptors, which affects various brain functions. THC activates some regions and calms down others, creating a fun cocktail of sensations. The more
Literally me off the Zaza right there, bro.
THC, the more intense the high. And people seem to be into higher highs, or at least this is what the market is providing. In the US, Canada, and in Europe, the concentration of THC in legal and illegal cannabis products has more than doubled in the last few decades. While ever more potent,
The Za is growing at a very fast rate. Do not let anybody tell you otherwise. And also getting a lot stronger.
strains are bred, products like edibles or concentrates with more than 60% THC have become increasingly common, while the share of products with less than 15% THC has declined. Unfortunately, just about every problem weed creates gets...
That is the biggest issue. All the strong stuff, much more. All the balanced weak stuff gets pushed aside because everybody wants the strongest stuff. That's the main problem with the Zaza industry as of now, honestly.
Worse at higher THC doses. At the same time, more and more people use weed. In the US, more people consumed cannabis daily than alcohol for the first time.
That's crazy. That's a W for the Za, but yeah, it's also kind of sad how to see how the Zaza has gotten like objectively like worse for you over the years, and now more people do it, which also kind of might say something about us as a society, you know what I'm saying? Well, it's really just capitalism and the desire for the best product and the strongest product. Same reason why you all buy the newest processors, to get that little extra inch of power.
In 2022. In Canada, 26% of people 16 and older use it, up from 22% in 2018.
I'm never touching synthetic tea again. I was screened out for 3 whole days in Kush coma, just laying in my bed, unable to get out without vomiting. Yeah, bro, that sounds really awful. And I have a similar story. It wasn't as bad as you. You ate edibles. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I did HHC. It was legal in the Baltics for a bit of time, and blew up a bowl, shot it all out, nothing. So, and I'm talking full bowl. It's like, okay, one more. Not really a lot. Okay, one more. Okay, that's just coughing. And boom, and now all of it hit at once. And I was extremely, like, just destroyed beyond any comprehension. And I just played this game called Iron Sight, like a Call of Duty clone. And I felt like I had to keep playing, because if I didn't focus on the game, I would focus on everything else in my body. Like, I could feel and I could think. It was insane. And I woke up the next day, I had a basketball tournament. I was still absolutely fried. And for the whole of the next day, I was absolutely fried. And that was from just a ripping flower. I couldn't imagine what an actual, like, from normal Za is known for. Like, an edible keeps you high longer, right? I had done super strong eddies before. I was not nearly high as long as I was with just rips off a BONG. It was insane, and I didn't touch the stuff after that either.
It's not possible to say if legalization is the reason for this, though, since studies are pretty inconsistent and vary massively between different users. In some, consumption went up. In others, it stayed stable, and the trend to use more weed.
It all depends on the culture, right? I guess. So here it shows as well that it really depends on the culture and the people.
It began in the early 90s and sped up in the 2000s, way earlier than legalization. So today, more people consume more weed than ever before in the last century, and it's the strongest it's ever been.
What you gonna do, right? Unfortunately, that's how it usually works. Yeah, making them is the best way. They are really cool if you do them right.
Something that used to get you laughed out of the room: addiction. weed addiction and withdrawal symptoms. A big narrative.
Now, big disclaimer, Zaza addiction and withdrawal symptoms. Now, this is for like, I don't know, the 5-10% of users who really get into it and can't control other stuff. I don't remember this video, let's see how he explains it, but getting here is, just keep in mind, getting here is very, it takes a long journey of a lot of Zaza you have to consume, and a lot of warning lights and warning thoughts in your brain going off and you having to ignore them to get to the point of this, you know, so keep that in mind as we continue on.
About weed is that it's not addictive, or at least not that big of a deal. And for most people, this is true. Studies clearly show that the majority handle it well. For 8 out of 10 using weed, it's just a casual high and not problematic at all.
Yep, I guess you said it here.
2 in 10 users develop a cannabis use disorder, or CUD. CUD has 11 different symptoms, from the inability to stop when you've had enough, to using it when you know it will have negative consequences, to tolerance and withdrawal. They can all basically be reduced to your
Low-key, I guess I've felt, you know, that part of it, like doing it even though you know it'll have negative consequences. Maybe like doing it thinking you're a chill, but you know you can't chill, and you do it anyway to artificially try to chill, and then you do it and you can't chill, and you get kind of emotionally damaged. Have you done DXM on? Even if it's bad for you, I was about to say, unfortunately, no, I have not done DXM, and I'm happy
There are
about it.
3 major risk factors here: the amount of THC, how often you consume, and your age when you start.
Exactly, very important stuff. That's why I say don't start too. Well, even 17 for me was kind of messed up, but thankfully I started like consistently doing it at like
cannabis.
20 or so.
The more THC, the more often, and the younger you are when you start, the higher your risk.
Bro, me and my mates got an agreement where we can consensually non-list. It's like being safely laced. Sometimes the experience of being laced. Ah, so you mean like your friend group, like you're okay with someone putting a bowl and on purpose maybe putting a little bit of infused flour in there or something, and like getting you more high than you thought you were gonna get? I mean, yeah, I get that.
If you smoke too much weed too often, it will have negative impacts on your life.
Like everything else in the universe.
So if this is you, toning it down a bit will make a big difference. 1 in 10 users develops a serious addiction.
I bet it is pretty funny.
Daily.
But yeah, it said 1 out of 10 consumes those. He said 1 out of 10, right?
10 users develops a toning it down a bit will make a big difference. 1 in 10
Random times, here's a brownie, here's a cookie.
Users develops a serious. Toning it down a bit will make a big difference. 1 in 10 users.
1 in 10, exactly. That's what I thought. 1 in 10.
They
1 in
usually
10
consume
develops
daily,
serious.
and their life is significantly impaired or held back because they spend a lot of their time either using or recovering from cannabis use. Since their brain is building a tolerance, they need increasingly high doses or stronger weed, often both. Studies found a variety of negative effects.
Thoughts on HHCP? Well, that's basically all the THCPs, people lipashibis, TPO, PPO, palpus, right? Don't do them, don't try them, don't think about them. They're stupid because they're just synthetic, and they're not the real stuff, okay? And they have weird effects. Sometimes maybe it might be cool, but it's not worth it because they're inconsistent, and if you have access to normal Zaza, just do that, honestly. There's it's a lot more researched, a lot more safe, and just better, honestly.
Heavy users can experience bad moods, feel irritable, restless, paranoid, anxious, and even depressive. In a sad twist of irony, for many addicts it feels like they need weed to fight these symptoms. Maybe it did actually help at first, while in reality it makes those symptoms stronger and more persistent. Studies also found that loneliness and frequent cannabis use go hand in hand. If you feel lonely, you're more likely to use weed, and if you use weed, you may experience more loneliness. It's not always easy to say which came first, but they seem to reinforce each other. So on the one hand, cannabis makes loneliness feel much less bad. On the other,
this is also, I think, true because when you're off the Za, you can do really basic things like playing games, watching movies, and it'll be more fun. But once you're off the Za, it'll make you feel more bored because you didn't really do what you should have done to make you truly happy, and you just kind of hanged around. And yeah, true on that, bro.
And it can also make you feel more socially awkward than you actually are and withdraw from friends. This can lead to a downward spiral that ends in self-isolation and chronic loneliness. Another thing many people who consume a lot experience is a mental numbness that makes boredom feel
You're more antisocial when you're on your own. Yes, that is also true. It also has a lot to do with just today's, you know, online age and pre-COVID. Post-COVID life. You know, is a lot of lone wolves out there these days, including me, I think.
Okay, because it impacts the reward system.
Smoking with friends is better. It always
Not
is,
great,
bro.
but good enough. You can spend your days killing time binging mildly interesting stuff, being numb rather than having fun. Boredom is a signal.
Exactly. You know, really what you want, what would make you fun maybe is have a fun night outside, but you settle with watching a cartoon, right? And eventually it catches up to you, you know?
To your mind to get creative or learn something new, but this is suppressed. This also makes...
That's also with the ZA, you cannot suppress that. Why my message being deleted? I don't know, bro. I don't have any mods. Feel like no need to smoke when I'm with friends. That's a good thing also, bro. What do you say here?
To get creative.
Yeah, that's also, the Zaza can't kill motivation, can't kill your desire to do things. So you might have an idea that you want to do and you're ready to do it, but you're like, oh, let me get faded first, and you'll never do that thing because now you're faded. It'll keep prolonging your thing, but what your brain really wants is to expand and to do something, right? But it'll keep not getting able to scratch that itch. So you need to scratch that itch first, and then you can get faded and enjoy off time, right? Like downtime. But when you start forcing downtime on time that isn't downtime, that's when it can kind of get messed up. Wish I knew about HACP sooner. He had a bad felt like I was being stabbed out of body, bro. Yeah, I've heard a lot of bad stuff about all those experiences. I didn't have a great time either. Feel like you need to smoke every time you meet, then yeah, maybe get that checked out.
Or learn something new, but this is suppressed. This also makes quitting so much harder because your daily routines suddenly seem boring and unexciting, making it very tempting to go back. If you find yourself using constantly, this can also stunt your development as a person. The numbness dulls bad feelings, making it easy not to deal with them. But in life, you can only get over bad feelings if you act.
You can only get over bad feelings if you actually deal with them. The Zaza tries to make you forget, man.
Actually feel them, and you have to process them to grow. Lastly, let's talk about physical withdrawal symptoms. The more you consume, the worse they'll be for you, especially if you use daily. Withdrawal can cause
physical withdrawal. Never got in here, never really heard of anybody getting here, but there are some people who got in there. I am off the Zaza right now for sure.
Headaches, sweating or chills, decreased appetite, in severe cases even fever, nausea and abdominal pain. You might have trouble falling asleep, and if you do, you might have disturbing and vivid dreams. The withdrawal can put you in a depressive mood where life feels daft and pointless. You can feel...
Never got in here, but I feel like a lot of it also has to just with the ZA maybe making your life that you start ignoring the things you actually enjoy, and then when you are off the ZA, that's this. You need to understand what he is talking about here, right? As well, this basically the whole second half of the video. Most of the video, he's talking about that 1 out of 10 person, right, who experiences these things. But it's important to understand that it's not completely safe and there are very bad consequences that can happen. But yeah, I get restless when I'm off the ZA and hyperproductive. It's uncomfortable, practical. Yeah, I get restless off the ZA too. I'm hyperproductive, but like in slow motion. So my hyperproductivity actually is like below normal productivity when I'm non-high. I haven't smoked in a month now. I feel amazing. Yeah, that could be, bro. Like, I took like the difference. I took like 2 weeks off when I went on a vacation in France. Right? And I felt exactly the same. And afterwards, I felt exactly the same too. So that's kind of my last idea on it. Like the 2-week break, I didn't really care. I don't know. Yeah, it's hard. 'Cause maybe if I was off it for like months, right, then maybe I would be able to kind of give another opinion on it, but yeah, that's right now where I'm at.
Feel restless, angry, anxious, or nervous. You may feel unable to do anything at all. After a few days, these symptoms will begin to subside, and after a few weeks, they'll be gone entirely. The exact time depends on how much and how long you've been consuming cannabis.
Your brain always recovers, bro. Your body always recovers. It's a magical thing we have. The human body, bro. Maximum power.
Now, let's get to the worst part. Weed may damage your brain. This section was not fun to research because there's
I'm seeing this as I finish lighting up. It's better safe than sorry. Wouldn't recommend someone to blaze if they've never done so before. Exactly. I would also. It's still a vice. It's the same thing as like with Nicotonio. I wouldn't recommend everybody ever trying it. And I also went with the Zaza. There's not really a lot of 100% like beneficial things. There's some things that you can think of. Oh, maybe this will help with that, but it's not like, oh, eat apple a day, keep the doctor away. It's not like that, bro. It's more like I do it and I'm okay with the downsides. You know what I'm saying?
There's debate among researchers how bad weed is for your brain and whether it has irreversible long-term consequences or not. There's no consensus yet, and it's hard to say anything definitive. Having said that, THC directly interferes with critical brain chemistry. There is some evidence that it may alter its structure. If it does, this may go away again if you quit after a few years.
Never forget, no one's invincible. Thanks.
Or not. We don't know yet. The consequences vary a lot between...
That's the thing we don't also know, right? Like back in the day, there was Nicotonio, Topacolonio, that people didn't know about, and they did it thinking that it was going to be fine and stuff, but, you know, see how that worked out, not too great, so there's also that.
In individuals, but especially for heavy users, they have a...
Hard to be for sure on anything on these things because there's not that much research on it, but thankfully not schedule free. Hopefully the research will start coming out, and I really hope the research will be positive.
Variety of potentially unfunny downsides. The most common one is that your memory gets significantly worse. Sustained heavy use may reduce your ability to learn, your reasoning, perception, attention span, decision-making, language abilities, and impulse control. Most negative effects seem to...
That's the biggest part of this that I'm worried about, is that it'll make me stupid. But like, and I won't remember stuff and I'll be kind of like dumb and shit, but... Shit, I don't know. Ooh, we got a Twitch viewer. Hello, Twitch viewer. I'd love to have Twitch viewers, bro. Twitch viewers for the win, bro. But yeah, that's the thing I'm most worried about, is like mental effects. You know, like being a bit dumber, or, you know, all that stuff. Forgetting stuff more often. That is what I am worried about, low key. But I don't think, I highly hope that the research will be positive on it, bro. That it will be positive, bro.
Go away, or at least weaken over time after you quit. But again, we simply don't know enough and need more research.
Really wish we knew more.
Where the evidence is much clearer is that consuming a lot of weed is really bad for teenagers on multiple levels.
That is with anything in life, like alcohol, anything that for teens is not good.
If you start using heavily early, you have many more years to build up potentially negative side effects. Teens who use a lot are much more likely to become addicted to weed. This may just be correlation, and weed may not be the underlying cause, but heavy weed users are more likely to perform poorly in school and less likely to finish their education.
That is true. I did not go to college, but I did finish high school, and I didn't really smoke that much in high school. But anyway, it has to do with just like thinking outside. The weed kind of forces makes you think outside the box, and it also kind of makes you lazy, which is the worst thing to be. What's it called? Ambitious and lazy. Yeah, it kind of makes you that. It can make you that if you allow it.
They are on average less satisfied with their life and what they've achieved. This may simply be because if your memory and motivation are stunted, you have fewer interesting experiences and forget the ones you do have. And there is strong evidence that teen users are way more likely to develop mental health issues like psychosis.
Psychosis? Damn, that's messed up. I'm really worried about like dementia and shit. Like, I don't think that would happen, but yeah, I don't know. What is a heavy user? Do you guys have an opinion on this? What would you call a heavy user? I'm curious.
Schizophrenia, depression, or anxiety later in life. Once again, the younger you start, the higher the risk. and it also seems to rise massively with high THC.
Imagine being fried 24/7. Yeah, bro, I couldn't imagine it, bro. Never done it. Except for a couple days in my life, you know.
Doses, making highly potent cannabis products even more dangerous for teens. Okay, let's wrap this up. We've only focused on the negative sides in this video. That was the whole point. As we said before, for most people, weed in moderation is totally...
He's wrapping it up. He's explaining that what he was basically talking about was the 10% of people, maybe the 5% of people who experience these things. Most of the times, it's a controlled vice, right? That's where it really boils down to.
Fine, and definitely way less harmful than alcohol. You do you, we're not your parents. The upside of moderation is also that when you do it, you're
every day and a chunk of it, I would say, is a heavy user. I feel like more than 1 J a day is highly abusive. Yeah, I would say if I were to put my consumption in J's, because J's are really, it was like 1 or 2 when I got here. Now I've kind of lowered down. I put it at free BONG rips a day, I think, is an accurate representation. I think only smoking a night is not so bad. Yeah, I guess I have kind of the same opinion on that. But I always double guess it. I'm like, is it really not so bad? I don't know.
Experience will be more intense and special. But for teens, weed, especially using it regularly or a lot of it, is a bad idea, with potentially life-changing...
Potentially, it is very bad, and it probably is bad.
...consequences. We know that criminalization did nothing to make this better. We now have a new chance under legalization. It begins with being open and honest about the state of science and acknowledging that weed is one drug among many others. Certainly...
Speaking facts over here, bro. Definitely a good thing to have it on Schedule 3, I would say.
Not the worst one by a long shot, but also problematic for at least 1 to 3 out of 10 people using it. If you really have to try cannabis, there is a time and place, and that's in your 20s. If you're younger, the science is clear. Don't do it.
If you're in your 20s, that's what he's basically saying, you know you can try
At least, not yet. You'll have plenty of time to experiment later.
Now, I don't think it's that bad, you know, unless you put all your product in the J. Yeah, J's are the worst for you, right? Because, reminds me when I quit and food just... reminds me when I quit and food just tasted awful. Yeah, bro, I've actually never had that where I didn't like foods when I'm high. I've smoked up and I didn't want to eat food, which is weird. I guess I've also had kind of where I haven't been high and I didn't want food, but I might have also been because I drank coffee. I don't know. But yeah. The J's are the worst ways to do it, like, health-wise, bro.
Let's do a different experiment.
They have a sponsorship this long?
We here at Kurzgesagt knit sweater.
Bro, they got a dope-ass sweater, bro. I want a dope-ass sweater. Where's my dope-ass sweater, bro?
I wish you guys an amazing trip. I'm with you guys.
I took mushrooms in Amsterdam tour vlog. Bro, that's gonna be low-key me, bro. Oh, he's doing tour? Oh, what's his tour? He's a comedian.
I wish you guys an amazing...
Cool.
So, to justify harsh prosecution and punishment, it's
global trending. I got a couple tier lists. Okay, that's 4 hours of streaming complete. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna go now. What's the time? Almost 11 p.m. I had a great one. Watch out for these. Please subscribe if you haven't, because more streams. And when next stream? Tomorrow. Tomorrow is the next stream, guys. Same time. About whatever you're on, right? Probably like 1 hour before right now. So whatever time it is for you right now, 1 or 2 hours in the past is when tomorrow's stream will start. Okay? And hope you all had a great time. I know I had a great time. I'm just getting kind of hungry and a little bit tired. And gonna farm some clips, hopefully, as well. Let's see how the streaming game is, guys. I haven't done the streaming game. We'll see how the streaming game works out, you know. I do enjoy the streaming game. But anyway, good night. Also streaming on Kick and Twitch. If anybody enjoys those platforms more, you know what I'm saying? Like triple streaming, that's the shit, you know.